Chapter 1: The Inheritance of Whispers. My name is Elias, and for most of my life, I was a failed musician living in a cramped apartment in Chicago. My luck changed, or so I thought, when I received a legal notice stating that my estranged uncle Arthur had passed away. He left me his estate, a massive, decaying Victorian manor nestled deep in the woods of Vermont. The lawyer gave me the keys with a strange look in his eyes. "There's one condition, Elias," he said. "Your uncle left a trust fund that pays you $50,000 every single month, but you must live in the house, and you must never, under any circumstances, install any device that records sound. No microphones, no cameras with audio, no voice memos, not even a smart fridge." I laughed. It sounded like the quirk of a paranoid old man. I took the keys and drove north. Chapter 2: The First Night. The house was beautiful in a haunting way. Dark mahogany wood, velvet curtains, and a silence so thick it felt like a physical weight. On my first night, I realized why Arthur was paranoid. The house didn't just have echoes. It felt like the walls were absorbing noise. If I dropped a spoon, the sound didn't clatter. It just stopped as if someone had caught it midair. Around 3:15 a.m., I heard it. A whisper. It wasn't coming from the hallway or the vents. It sounded like it was coming from inside my own ear. "Elias, tell us a secret." I jumped out of bed, heart hammering. I turned on every light in the house. There was no one. I checked the condition of the trust again. $50,000 a month. I told myself it was the wind whistling through the old pipes. Chapter 3: The Basement Records. By the second month, the whispers were constant. They weren't threatening at first. They were curious. They knew things about me. My childhood fears. Tape recorder. If the house fed on sound, what would happen if I played back its own hunger? I broke the rule. I plugged in a high-sensitivity microphone. I pressed record. The house screamed. Not a human scream. The sound of wood splintering, glass shattering, and 1,000 voices crying out at once. It was a sonic black hole. The tape spun faster and faster, catching fire from the friction. Chapter 6: The Silent World. I woke up in the hospital. The doctors were moving their lips, but no sound came out. I thought I was deaf. But when I dropped a glass on the floor, it shattered with a loud crash. I realized I wasn't deaf. I had been deleted from the house's frequency. I can hear the world, but the world cannot hear me. I can scream at the top of my lungs in a crowded room, and people don't even turn their heads. My footsteps make no noise. My voice produces no vibration in the air. I am a ghost in a living body. Chapter 7: The Return. I went back to the manor. It was waiting for me. The front door swung open on its own. Now, I live in the basement. I am the one who whispers to the new residents. Last week, a young woman moved in. She's an artist. She looks happy. She doesn't know about the trust fund's hidden cost. Last night, I stood by her bed and whispered into her ear, "Tell me a secret." She jumped, looking around the room in terror. I felt a pang of guilt, but the house was hungry, and I needed to feel real again, even if it was through her fear. Epilogue. If you ever find an inheritance that seems too good to be true, or a house that feels a little too quiet, be careful. Silence isn't always peaceful. Sometimes it's just a predator waiting for you to speak.